How's it going, everyone? One franchise that I've been talking about a little bit on this channel for seemingly years at this point is Cat Quest. Cat Quest is a franchise that I like to recommend quite a lot because I feel like it represents a bit of a contrast from a lot of games that are getting very popular these days. Engaging, challenging action RPGs, and when you're playing games like an Elden Ring or you're playing games that make you damn near break a controller, break a controller, I shouldn't be speaking about anyone else. It's nice to have a game that's a little bit on the more charming side, a little bit more on the more accessible side, and I feel like Cat Quest has always offered that. And coming up in just a few short days, Cat Quest 3 will be released. And yes, Cat Quest 3 is a game that you can jump right into and have a great, charming adventure RPG experience. You've once again got cooperative play in the game, and I want to go over some of the details about the game on their page as far as what they are promoting before you spend $20 on Cat Quest 3. Now, a couple things to note right out the gate. The game, if you are looking to buy it on PC, gotta give a shout to our good friends at Green Man Gaming. They've got it 10% off as a part of the launch discount for $17.99. However, you can also use the code SUMMER15. That is SUMMER15, SUMMER 15. I don't know why I am outlining, spelling at a second grade level, but nonetheless, and you'll save an additional 15%. You'll get it for $15.29, and you won't have to pay tax. So if you want a Steam copy of the game, a literal toaster can run this game. That is an opportunity for you to get it a little bit cheaper. As also I mentioned, there is a 10% off launch discount on all platforms ahead of the game's release. I believe on the PlayStation Store. You do have to be a PlayStation Plus subscriber, and that offer will end when the game comes out. So if you pre-order the game, you will get a discount. Also, if you want a little bit of a taste of the game, the demo will give you some insight on the game, and it'll give you some of the gameplay mechanics. I know for some of you guys, at this point, maybe you haven't checked out Cat Quest. I really hope Cat Quest 3 is that game that gets it a little bit more popular. Cat's main characters did very well for Stray. Also note that the Cat Quest games are discounted on Steam. You can get them for $3 and change. With that being said, Cat Quest 3 is adding some new nuances to the game, adding an element of ship exploration. In Cat Quest 3, you play as a privateer in a freely explorable 2.5D open world swarming with pirates. You can sail the seas in your ship for treasures galore, but prepare for peril as the Pirate King aims to hunt you down. Narratively, do not expect something incredibly nuanced. However, for the style of game that Cat Quest goes, its storytelling is done in a charming and endearing way that I feel like for those of you that are okay with more simple storytelling that is also somewhat engaging, Cat Quest is going to offer you exactly that. Play as a swashbuckling privateer in this 2.5D open-world action RPG set in a fantastical pirate-themed world, the Caribbean, an archipelago swimming with pirates searching for the Northern Star, a long-lost mythical treasure. Alongside your trusty spirit companion, set sail through the Caribbean in your very own ship. But beware, the seas are dangerous, and a meow tiniest of pirates under the order of the Pirate King hunt you down. The cutest action RPG you know and love returns for a colorful adventure filled with furiously fun gameplay. Delve into a new world with varied dungeons and biomes to explore and encounter fierce battle with newly refined combat system featuring tighter attack combos and weapon swinging, playable in either solo or local co-op play, which I love that Cat Quest is really prioritizing the co-op gameplay, because this is the kind of game that if you have a kid you want to play a game with, if you have a younger sibling, if you have a significant other that isn't super into video games, Cat Quest doesn't take a lot to sell somebody on at least giving the game a chance. It's simple enough, it's accessible enough, and let's be honest, who doesn't get a kick out of Cats as main characters? That's just something that's always gonna work, especially for like the non-entrenched into the gaming world audience. It's just gonna be a style of game that works, and I think it's shifting to a focus on co-op play does it a lot of good. Throughout the game, you'll sail through the Caribbean, and again, the sailing aspect of this game, I do feel like, by the looks of it, expands the content offering that Cat Quest is going to provide. For the first time in the series, sail the seas and battle in your very own ship. Explore the waters on your ship, seamlessly zip to shore, and traverse the land on pod to hunt booty in the Possum Pirate World, the Caribbean. There's treasures galore to be found, including new weapons like Blunderpuss, ferocious spells, glamorous costumes, and more. Don't expect an open world that is absolutely gargantuan. It's not going to work for a game like Cat Quest, but do explore a level of exploration that I feel like most people are going to be able to appreciate. appreciate. X marks the spot. Embark on your very own treasure hunt and craft your own story with complete freedom. Choose to explore the deepest corners of the Caribbean at your leisure, or say ahoy to a quirky cast of characters and aid them in their quests along the way in any order. The mysteries of the Northern Star reach far and wide, and it's up to you to investigate, gather clues, and uncover the many secrets of the Caribbean. This cat's tale is yours to make, so weigh anchor and let's go, says the official page. Cat Quest is never going to be that experience and the RPG franchise that I think is going to add a new layer to gameplay mechanics or anything of that. What it does is it knows what it is. It creates a more charming RPG while also slowly adding more depth to the game. I'm not saying it's gonna have the most compelling and deep combat system of all time, but I noticed with Cat Quest, with every outing, Cat Quest 1 into 2, and now with Cat Quest 3, they are expanding. They are adding more depth to the combat, and the demo gives you a little bit taste of that while also still retaining that simplicity while retaining that accessibility. I feel like Cat Quest has found a very, very healthy and happy medium where newcomers can enjoy the game, and I'm not talking newcomers to Cat Quest, I'm talking newcomers to video games in general. Cat Quest works as an accessible franchise, adding cooperative gameplay, and then also the audience that is going to gravitate towards a game like this, it kind of draws out a little bit of that nostalgia, a little bit more of that non-jaded spirit, let's say, because as we grow older, I don't know, myself, I've become very jaded, but it is nice to play a game like Cat Quest to kind of bring you back to your youth, so to speak, and I feel like you're gonna get that once again with Cat Quest 3. Once it launches for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC, it's running the gamut of all platforms, and the demo is available on all platforms as well, so go check that out. If you pre-order the game, it'll be $17.99 instead of $20. That is up until launch day of August the 8th. And if you're looking to buy the game on PC and Steam, our good friends at Green Man Gaming, go pick it up. Use the code SUMMER15, and you'll get it for $15 and change. So, for the scale of game, Cat Quest is, it's not going to be an 80-hour RPG, but for $15 and change, $18 on consoles, this is going to be a game that's going to give you a healthy experience, and again, a very charming experience that's going to draw out a little bit of that nostalgic spirit that I feel like some of us have. I would say more than anything, if you want to figure out whether or not Cat Quest 3 would be up your alley, give that demo a download and you'll totally get the vibe of the game right out the gate. You've got two playable difficulty options, essentially an easy mode and a normal mode. I think the majority of you guys, especially if you're watching our channel, are going to be fine with the normal mode, but for that accessibility sakes, I am happy they threw in an easy mode as well. The gameplay is super simplistic, but it draws you in from the charm of the game right off the top with the really solid narration and then into the intro, which is done like a Saturday morning cartoon. If you can find some appeal out of something like that, even with the gameplay being fairly simplistic, but I will add that once you get into the naval combat a bit, while it's still fairly simplistic, the exploration, the combat with the ships, and just going from area to area, that does add a little bit of a layer and a nuance to the game that I think a lot of you guys will appreciate out of a lower budget game like this, but it accentuates its style within that budget frame that I feel like it's really well done because the game knows exactly what it is. Sure, are some of you guys, if you're completely jaded, which I certainly can be at times, gonna be annoyed by a billion different cat puns? Maybe, but it adds to the soul of the game, and I feel like that's actually something a lot of games are missing these days. It's actually having a soul and knowing what itself is. And Cat Quest 3 unapologetically knows exactly what it is. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.